SKN, we got topics. Let's have a discussion. The people got questions. The people want answers. Yeah, we got topics. Let's have a discussion. The people got questions. The people want answers. Yeah, it's real talking. It's real talk. It's real talking. It's real talk. It's real talking. Real talk. It's real talking. Real talk. Yeah.
Iron Reese. Talk is still real. We still on the corner. Real talk. We gonna touch on some topics.
It's real talking. It's real talk. It's real talking. It's real talk. It's real talking. Real talk. It's real talking. Real talk. Yeah.
Check it out. You know, in tune.
My daddy made this beat.
Yo, check it out. You know, in tune to the dynamic duo. Reese and Ira. On the corner. Real talk corner.
Real Entertainment Network.
Ira and Reese. Talk is still real. We still on the corner. We gonna touch on some topics.
SKN, we got topics. Let's have a discussion. The people got questions. The people want answers. Yeah, we got topics. Let's have a discussion. The people got questions. The people want answers. Yeah, it's real talking. It's real talk. It's real talking. It's real talk. It's real talking. Real talk. It's real talking. Real talk. Yeah.
Ira and Reese. Dynamic duo. Talk is still real. We still on the corner. Real talk corner. We gonna touch on some topics.
It's real talking. It's real talk. It's real talking. It's real talk. It's real talking. Real talk. It's real talking. Real talk. Yeah.
Check it out. You know, in tune.
Ooh, look at that daddy's love.
Yeah, little one, just reach out, man.
Yeah, she done now. You done now. I could tell. You only get certain sparkle in your eyes, and so even though you got your shades, you had the right angle, that I could see the sparkle in your eye. You know. Of
Yeah,
course,
man,
it's
yeah,
always
man,
a
yeah, man.
blessing when you see your loved ones walk through the door safely. You know, certain
Without a
things
doubt.
we shouldn't take for granted, like the fact that the loved ones reach home safely. I've always said, and I'm going to remain saying this: reaching home safely is probably one of the most underrated blessings there is. You know
That's
what
a
I
fact.
mean? Like
That's a
people
fact.
take that for granted, bro. Like you leave your house and you reach back home safely. It's like, yeah, you're back. Safe.
To
You know what I
go
mean?
out,
Safe.
to go out
Safe.
and to make it back home safely.
Yeah.
It's by
Yeah.
far.
Yeah, it's a wildness. It's a wild thing. But wait, I think I got the wrong thing selected. That's not the one what I wanted. There it is. All right, Reese. Well, Reese, let me just start off with, how was the weekend? You had a good
Man,
weekend?
the weekend was great, man. The weekend was great. Can't complain. It was a good weekend. You know, you celebrate Mother's Day, so
Yeah.
I had to take some time out of my regular day-to-day life to
You did
celebrate
your
Mother's
regular
Day.
day-to-day life?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So what did you do for Mother's Day? For the special
I went to
mothers
Disney.
in your life? Disney.
I
Okay.
wanted to go to Disney, so I went to Disney.
Which park did you visit?
Animal Kingdom. The young one was into
Oh,
animals, so we
okay.
went to Animal Kingdom, so enjoyed the day.
You had a good time?
Enjoyed. But it was good. There was a lot of walking.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
was a lot of walking.
Yeah, it
But
has some
what it
exercise
was.
involved.
It
Has some
definitely
exercise
was.
involved. Oh yeah.
Uh,
So
I
you
know when
didn't
I
get.
joined back again. But
Oh, really?
yeah,
So you
I
only
ain't
had
know
like a
much.
one day pass?
Yeah, only wanted one day. That's it.
Oh, okay. That was your first time?
First one could be my last.
Oh, so then it wasn't really that great then, right?
No, it was good. It was a lot of walking.
But exercise is good. Really hard.
But it was 95 degrees yesterday.
In the shade. In the shade.
95, yeah.
In
And
the
now
shade.
chicken the field, so when the man hear the
Uh,
open now, yeah.
when them a come.
Me skip there.
Usually when I go Disney, I got my hydration pack with 2 sets of water in there, frozen from the night before with ice. It is wild. It is a beast. I'm Disney
Yeah,
though,
man.
but I kind of did the same thing, to be honest. I went to Disney on Ice. I saw Frozen on Ice and Encanto on Ice. Yeah. I fell asleep during Frozen for sure. I fell asleep during that. I woke up during the Encanto one. I think I saw the Encanto one from the start to the end. I also made breakfast, showing off my culinary skills, the art,
The right time about.
the art of the art of delicious food. What did I make? I made French toast. French toast with some blueberry filling, and I did avocado pear, toast. Yeah, that was wild because I kind of switch it up and I use naan bread. You know what I mean? So, it was spectacular. At least that's what I was told with a breakfast
That was
punch.
so cool.
Yeah. So happy belated Mother's Day to all the mothers who joined the chat. You're doing it. That's the slang. You're doing it. That's all. You're doing it. You're doing it. But today we got a deep conversation. The title said fake friends, but it was just something I had swing towards Reese, and I was like, this question is the question that we have. And Reese was like, yeah, that's a good thing to discuss. So we're gonna just talk about friends, right? And the question that I asked Reese, I don't even know if we should get into it yet. I should wait to see more people come in. But
No, let me let the thing build first, man, before we
yeah. Let me just build, because this show is not going to be a long show. Hopefully we're done in hours. So. Lucky Chef, she ate. She enjoyed that. She did. And then we still went out in the evening. We to this restaurant. I'm not really too fond of it. The atmosphere is kind of nice. It's called Hall by the Yard or something. Over on my side, Reese. But
never hear what I want.
yeah. It's one of the first place that I saw like the air garage. And what do you mean air garage? You park, like you gotta really trust these people. You like the drivers. You park and then there's this thing where you gotta, I guess, text or something, and that's the timer on your phone and your pen when you leave. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's how you don't get told if they really come around.
Yeah.
Yeah, not something floating in the air. It's just like
It's interesting.
yeah. What else? I figured the show title is based on the Forex traders sending friends. Bye. Alan, you getting those too? Oh my gosh.
Listen, no.
Cryptocurrency.
Them crypto people coming in clean. Yo, a lot of friend requests coming in for these crypto people for real.
I just deleting
Yeah,
those as
like-
they come in. As they come in, I just deleting them. That's a good point, Alan. What do you call it? FSB fake friends. Reese, how many friends they say that you? I think it's like what? You know the number, the amount of friends they say a person can actually have at any given time, the maximum.
I don't know the number. But I'll also say that I don't believe a lot of people that we may consider to be friends are friends. I think we have a lot of acquaintances in life,
Mm-hmm.
and that's just how we carry. But when I really feel say everybody that we have as friends.
Well, I guess how would you define a friend then? You know what I
I
mean?
mean,
Like,
the thing about it too. Some people who are your friends, right? They really want they're friends for a time. Some people have like lifelong friends, but then there's some people that as you elevate to life and they drop off, and some people pick up and you bounce and carry on. But I think you have
mm-hmm,
lifelong friends, and you have people that as you move through life, they come and
mm-hmm,
go. And
mm,
those to me aren't considered fake friends.
yeah, the
I
lifelong
think
friends, they're wrong. They're wrong. And yeah,
I think
that's the Facebook number of friends, but I talking about the actual amount of friends like a human can have. The idea that a human, it's actually like I think there was a study done on it. I'm reading it now because I know the number. The number is 150 friends. Right? They said the idea is that human cannot have more than 150 friends due to limitation of brain size, attention span, and the amount of time to nurture close friendships. So what that tell me is in your whole life, only 150 people you could maintain as friends at any given time. That's what they're trying to say. That might sound like a lot to some people. But given the amount of people that you're gonna meet in life and share experiences with, some people family alone would blow that number. Nonetheless, friends, adding in friends, and then you start to do things like school and co-workers and all these people that you meet in your life, and then you consider them friends. When you really check it out. Are they really friends? Are they acquaintances, as you say? You know what I mean? So, Reese, what would be your definition of a friend, a true friend, a real friend, a lifelong friend?
the thing about it is because the definition I am have for this friend, whatever the definition I have for that friend is, I think the definition as you go through going to be a little different.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's some friends that you have that you could confide in. That you're back against while you can turn to them. I think you also have some friends that, hey, Friday night, me and a lame, this is me and a lame. You know what I mean? You still have some friends that when you need financial advice, right? Reach out to this friend and this friend who you reaching out for financial advice, he ain't partying. You may not talk to him every 2-3 weeks, but you're calling him with you. So I think everybody have a role. I think the level of your friendship comes into place. I think every friendship has a different definition.
Yeah. And I could definitely agree with that. I see Tanya says she only got 5 people that she consider her real friends. Big up to Loretta. Yeah, Risa's back since last week. A friend is someone who could be in parliament with you, making sure you are comfortable. Yeah. Okay. like the way you swing that. For me though, I just want one criteria in a friend, somebody that I could trust. You know what I mean? There is no partial trust in friendship. There's no partial trust. There's no 50% trust. There's no 99% trust. There's no I trust that person 99%. It's
I
either
can't agree with you.
don't. No, it's either you do or you don't, Reese. It's
I
either you
can't
trust
I can't
somebody or
agree.
you don't. Trust is not black and
I'm gonna tell you why.
it's black and white.
No, I'm gonna tell you why. Right?
All
You
right.
got some people that you have as friends. Well, like we always see a friend, a better friend. Right? So you have some people that let's use, for example, you're going through a relationship problem. You got some friends here and tell you relationship problem to you.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? And so that's where it goes. Because
Yeah.
again, even if you say it's either you trust or you don't trust, there are certain things you can't go with.
Well, that's not trust. That's not trust, right? Relationship problem might just be that, just not that, like you said, you got friends that you talk to about financial stuff, friends that you could talk to about relationship stuff, friends that you talk about whatever, but whatever you're talking to them about, you have to know that you trust them 100% when you're talking to them about it. Not every friend you're going to tell your whole business. And that's it. That's probably like this smart way to navigate life, because it's good to give people bits and pieces, right? And then, of like, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Some people are fortunate enough that they could find that one person that could fill that full gap, but not like, I mightn't be the best person for you to come to for relationship advice, Reese. I mightn't be the best person for you to come to for like financial advice, but you might feel like you could come to me for like technological advice or that type of way. So you may not have the conversation with me about your relationship, but that doesn't mean you don't trust me. You know, that just might feel like I'm just not that person for that conversation, right? There's different, like you just explained it, but whatever you're telling that person, you have to trust that person. Because if I'm telling you about my finances, why am I telling you about my finances if you don't trust me? I don't trust you. Why would I be telling you about my relationship if I don't trust you or you don't trust me? You get what I'm saying? And that's the way how I see it. Like, not every conversation is going to be the same, but whatever conversation I'm having with that person that I consider a friend, and I'm opening to that person, it is in confidence. And if they know that it's in confidence, I know that it's going to remain in confidence because that person is my friend and I trust them. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, me and I agree with that.
Okay. Well, that's a part of life.
I think, yeah, because I think that even when you look at it, have you ever trusted somebody to be disloyal?
Trust them to be disloyal?
Yeah.
Your brother here? What you mean? I don't understand that. That sounds like a like what?
Like you tell them, so like you want a message to get out, and you tell it to them knowing they ain't get out.
But that's more of the old saying that it's like keep your friends close but your enemies closer. You know what I mean? That is more of a power move. It's more of, you playing a game of chess. It's not really that you have this person as your friend. Again, we're talking about a friend. We're talking about somebody that's close to you and dear to you, right? This is somebody that you would like put like, some people would put their life down for their friends, bro. You see what I'm saying? Some people would definitely put their life down for their friends. Like, and it's not even a thought, it's just a reaction. It's just a quick thinking. Like, you see your friend in the road, you jump to push him out of the road. It's not because you think about it, it's because you reacted because you care about that person that much, right? That person that you just described is not a friend. That person is a pawn in your game. That person is just somebody that you realize you can't trust. So you're doing that. But is that person somebody you're walking around saying, yeah, this is my friend? No, that is the title. That is a fake friend. That is somebody that you're going to have as a fake friend. That is either you're being the fake friend or that person is being the fake friend. But the relationship is not real and it's not dear. You see what I'm saying? The relationship is not real and the relationship is not dear. That person you cannot trust cannot be your friend. You have to be able to trust the people that we consider as friends. It's the family you choose, if you never look at it that way. Friends are the family that you choose, right? Friends are the people that you choose to be your family members, because you're related to people by blood. That don't necessarily mean they're your family, right? Reese, when you got your daughter and we walked into your apartment at the time, you said to us these words. You said, you don't do godparents. So you're not into the godparents thing. Good night, Curtis. Big up yourself. You're not into the godparents thing. You see what I'm saying? You say, I am not into the godparents thing. I remember this. You say, I deal with uncles. It's love. You check? This is Uncle Ira. This is Uncle Alan. Alan was there at the time. Right? What did that say to you? That said to me, at least, that this man consider me family. When I tell Jaleel that's your Uncle Reese, it's not just because it's a saying. It's because that's family. We're not related by blood, but we're friends. And friends are the family that I get to choose, right? And then you got family members who are also your friends, because they got some family members who won't be your friend. You won't even get along with them, but you're related to them and you can't do anything because you can't do anything about that. They're your blood. You're related to them, but they're not your family and they're not your friends. I just feel like for me, you could see it differently, but for me, a friend is someone that I could trust. Not that I'm going to share my whole life with them, but I know whatever I'm sharing with them, I trust them with it. You know, I trust them enough to eat from them. Trust them enough to go out on a night drinking. Big up yourself, Sylvester. Trust them enough to go out on a night drinking. Like when you go out with a group of people, right? And they're your friends, and you know when you get drunk, they got you. You see what I'm saying? They got you. Yeah, it might be jokes, but you know they got you. But you trust them with your life in that case. In that scenario, you're so vulnerable that you can't even speak words, you can't even stand. And you go out with a group of people, Reese. These are people you gotta trust with your life, because your life is in their hands at that point when you're not even to your consciousness. I could always remember, right? One time I woke up in the morning and it's like, how I got here? Alan bring me home. You know what I mean? That was back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, make sure I reach home in my bed safe. Nobody find me at the side of the road, you know, nothing like I saw. You know, things happen. You go out with people, you have a good time, you're comfortable enough to let down your guard. Alan, you need to cool out, you know, Alan. Sometimes you don't just come in a little too fast. I know nobody even talking about the past. We're talking anyway, but Reese.
Man, some more than once, boy.
I don't know what he's talking about. Maybe twice. But still.
Just a handful of times. Wounded soldier.
Well, Reese, you had your share too. Don't worry about
This
it.
is not about me. This is not about me.
No. The conversation is about all of us. And but yeah, so this conversation might get a little deep. We have a few questions, right? We have a few questions that we really want to like find out how people feel about it. I don't know if Reese, what you think? We should get into these questions. But before we get into the question, I just want to hear from the audience. What is your thoughts on what a friend should be? Like, just give me an idea of what you think of, like, who is a true and a genuine friend? What are some of the characteristics that you have to find in somebody to be a friend? Because Reese, I've had people that I thought that had me back, yeah. I've had that in my life. And as quickly as that like disappear, I've like there's some relationships that you lose and it's like, you know what I mean? But there's some relationship that you lose and it just lingers for a while. It's almost like a death.
But did you feel those individuals are trustworthy?
I mean, yeah. You know what I mean? So what that told me was, in life, you're not gonna always get it right. In life, you're not gonna always get it right. Some people, I was fortunate because some people have lost their lives because they call the wrong person friend. You know what I mean? They let the wrong person in their circle. So I was fortunate enough that I'm still here and talking a story. You know, because that could have gone a million ways. When you got somebody that you invite into your home, you break bread with, you know, you share experiences with, like you everything that's near and dear to you, you expose them to, like, your life. Like I have a wife and kids, so you know they get close to my family and stuff, right? When you do that, you put in so much on the line. You have to trust that person to let them get with, like Reese, you can just let any and anybody who you call friend
No.
come close to your daughter.
Let me show you this up, right?
Yeah.
I don't open my house to people. I don't tell people that all the time. I don't open my house to people. So if you make it
Mm.
inside my house, then me and you cool,
Yeah.
right? I could tell you from thinking
Yeah. Big
right
up
now.
yourself, O'Neal. Mm-hmm.
I think also I did it one time when I had the party. There's only an Alan never been here, and I don't live at neighbors. I don't
Mm.
open my house to people, right? Because me can 100% trust that what I may do for you, you may do for me. So me to keep my little circle to myself. You know what I mean? So that's how I operate.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand that. You know, smallest circle. A friend is who I could fight with for in the ultimate motive being best friend. Best interest. Um, I
That's a
agree.
yarning by people look like the sleepy.
I agree. People bored with it. Let
Man, I see yarning emojis.
me see that. Let's see that. I gotta go in. But yeah, no, that's just life though, you know what I mean? So the question that I asked Reeks, right? I was like, Reese, if you and somebody are friends and that person has an enemy, does that enemy now become your friend? I'm gonna let people stop and think for that. Think about that question, because you see that a lot. You see that a lot in life, right? Where people
To
follow,
answer the question.
huh? Reese, now answer the question. Which question?
No. Oh, you said what is a friend to me? Like I said from
Oh,
earlier. There's levels of friendship. There's people who I could go out and party with and cool with, and then once I separate, I go back into my own world. And then there's individuals like I explained who I would have in my personal space, for example, in my house, who would come around me on a one-on-one basis. People I would talk to when I reach out on a one-on-one basis. But then there's individuals where I just go out and say, hey, bye, let me meet a drink. And you go
mm,
left, I go right, and then probably 2 weeks from now you see where they buy and meet a drink. So for me, it's levels to it. Because there's some friends, like say, for example, I have a birthday party, and everybody that I cool with, I might even take a drink with, I would never invite to a birthday party.
mm-hmm.
Because it's not everybody that could have around me, right? Other things that I have a birthday party, I may have my kids around. Not everybody could have around my kids. You know what I mean? So it's levels to it.
I understand. Um, I would say you you go shooting. You know, you and I would go to the range now and again. Um, well, why do Tanya? I don't understand. Know what? You go to the range, and that's something again. You know, that is something
No,
again.
I don't go in with people.
It's
If you
crazy.
say let go in, I go in by myself
That's crazy.
because
Like,
I don't know. I don't know who thinking what. I
mm,
don't know who thinking. Somebody may think by last 3 months we say he working overtime, yeah. I mean, we got a lot of money. Hey, boss, but then no, you got a gun that could let me down. I don't do that.
yeah, that's what I'm
Even
saying.
something, something as simple as when I going home, I had to drive different routes.
Oh, I get it. Tanya is answering the question that I asked. Got it. Okay. The question that I asked about if correct me if I'm wrong, Tanya. The question that I asked about if you have a friend and the friend has an enemy, does that enemy become yours? That's what you're saying no for, right? I just want to know. Yeah, yeah, Reese. Yeah. Anybody else got anything to add to that? I want to see some answers to that question. I want to see some answers. You know, Facebook take away our ability to pin stuff.
No, I didn't get it.
Either that, or
No,
you probably got to log in under
you
the
know,
user
you
the thing.
no, take it away.
Because
I'm
the
gonna tell you
last
that.
time, the last time I had to pin something, they want me use Perit stars or something to pin a question, pin something.
Let me see.
Yes, that's the question. Is no, not my enemy. Okay, okay. I agree with you. Eh? I'm gonna keep it like that. I agree with you. I want to hear Reese's answer on this. Reese, what's your answer to that question? If you
Well,
have a friend, but Tanya, I'm gonna tell you something. That no, it could change real quick and
no.
real fast.
Um.
Hmm?
Okay. So wait is if I have an enemy, does if I have a friend,
Yeah,
does the enemy automatically become my friend? My enemy?
different. Yeah.
It depends on the situation.
Hmm.
It
Okay
depends on
then.
the
So then.
situation because there's certain circumstances, right,
Hmm.
that the violation cannot be allowed. Like for example,
Hmm.
Johnny. Johnny's a dude I cool with. Johnny break in your house.
Hmm.
Johnny ransack your house, see if everything for your house.
Hmm.
Me and you say, man, we go cool out there, man, after that. And then you see me talking to the same man where you know just went to your house. Then that's a
Yeah.
problem.
That's a violation.
So
It can feel like a
it's
violation.
yeah, so it's levels
Yeah.
to it and it's
Yeah.
also to what it is. No, it's a difference where you and Johnny in the high school and you and Johnny like Mary.
Yeah.
And Mary decided to go with Johnny instead of you. That's a little different.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's all about the complexities of what happened.
It's a situation. So the answer still is no, though, because it was does it would that person automatically become your enemy? You have to assess what's going on, right? And
No, it's
who
a
it.
case, case by case basis, right? Let's use
Yeah.
another example. A man running my mother house
Mm-hmm.
and he decided to violate my mother.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that is cool with him is an enemy of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're gone past the lane and ever coming back.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you may
yeah,
as well
yeah.
just understand that it's full blown.
Yeah.
So you at that point you got to pick a side.
So where's the other scenario? Give me another case of the other scenario where it is not that serious. So this person, but you just need to cool. You know what I mean?
A simple thing, man. That man they borrow $5 from you and try to follow to $5. That is not big enough for a situation.
Yeah,
Right? So as long as
the
you
more
don't know,
common one. Yeah.
yeah, the little smart thing them, what I mean, something like that, a man will pay you back or something like that, that's different.
Okay. The more common one is a man get bite. You know what I mean?
No, what I want to tell you, the same thing with Mary thing.
Yeah, a man
The
get
same thing
bite.
like, you and Johnny tried to get Mary and Mary go one. You know what I mean? That means minor thing, but there's levels to it.
Okay. I mean, yeah. You won't be able to stop the person from feeling a type of way. You know what I mean? But you hopefully that person could understand. The person could be your enemy if he see wrong and don't say nothing. Understood. But I mean, you always hear the case of if you and your friend go out and your friend get in a fight, what do? You know what I mean? Do you back your friend? Do you pull your friend? Do you pull up your friend at that spot? Livy Brown said, a friend is someone who will look out regardless. If you're wrong, they will boldly tell you. If you have an issue, they will be there to listen and take your story and not take your story elsewhere. That's the trust. If you're in need and they can help you, do it unconditionally. Big up. I like that. I think that's a heavy hitting definition of a friend. That is a heavy hitting definition of a friend.
You're gonna tell you that you're wrong?
You gotta be able to tell your friend that they're wrong, Reese. If I got a friend and I can't tell them that they're wrong, it's problems, King.
No, I understand.
Oh.
The location that you're telling me they're wrong is the problem.
The what? The location?
Your friend.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Explain.
If you get in a fight, right?
Yeah.
Me no you're wrong.
Yeah.
Me no you're wrong. No, me there.
Yeah.
Me no
Yeah.
you're wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I'm supposed to do stop the fight. You correct you. I say, hey, you're wrong. No, I be out fight, and then when I reach I will say, hey boy, that's stupidness, you know. There.
Yeah. That's the
Me
classic
gonna tell you.
example.
Me gonna tell you you're wrong, but in the heat of the moment, me can't stop you. Say, hey, that what you doing? You're wrong. No, got to go.
Yeah, that's the classic. That's the classic. That's the classic moment. The classic example. I've heard that example timeless over and over again. Over and over again. You know, you have to tell your friend you're wrong, because fights could go
Yeah, yeah,
anywhere.
yeah.
Fights
You're
could
gonna
go
tell me.
anywhere.
Yeah. You correct me privately. I go with that.
Okay, because that was the next question I was gonna ask, like get into, like how do you tell your friends that what they did are wrong? And like what's the method that you use? Do you just pull them up? Like like Reese, how would you tell me by you're doing stupidness?
No, me
You would
like to tell
call
people
me
face to face. No,
in
me
the
like to tell
face.
people things face to face also.
Mm-hmm.
Because face to face not to be misconstrued.
Mm-hmm.
I mean I got away about nothing else. Everything on the table.
Mm-hmm.
But for example, I see you write something on social media that wrong.
Yeah,
Me can I'm not putting you on blast on social media. Then if that's the case, me and you're no friend.
you
Cause you
gotta
got my
deal with
number,
that.
I got your number.
Okay,
Yeah, I know how to reach you.
I understand. I would say this. Man, I think I lost my train of thought. My son just crawled. I don't know. Uh, he just crawled. I had something that I wanted to say. Social media, no. Have your number, no. Well, hopefully he comes back, before the night done. Hopefully I could get that part. But I do understand the privacy of your friendship. Certain matters should definitely be dealt with in private. Um, and yeah, I agree. Like deal with a lot of these issues in private. It don't make sense. Open up your problems to the world. Oh no, remember, I feel like your friendship have at some point in time. This is just how I feel. Your friendship has to be tested. It has to be tested to see how real it is, right? If you're driving on a road and the car feel too smooth and you feel too smooth, come out and check your car. You have to test the friend. So Reese, me and you don't fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, me and you don't get on it. Me and you don't get into like, boom, 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 boom. And I don't know. We went to him, bam, 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 upset, and we deal with it, squash. And then for me, that cemented our relationship for me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No,
from
you're right. There has to
yeah,
be some kind of adversity. Even if it's not a physical fight, a verbal altercation. Because
yeah,
you're not going to agree on everything. And there's going to be times when the disagreement might get a little bigger than it needs to get. And then you see
yeah,
who's really what.
yeah. Who really wants it? Who really wants it? Who really wants this friendship? Who wants it to work? I must big up Doval do. Big up Doval do. Anytime, every time. Some people only friends for beneficial purposes. That is true. And as the mothers then roll in, I just want to extend a heartful thank you to all the mothers and happy belated Mother's Day again. Curtis Crook, a lot of people are not real. I mean, they make from blood, bone, and flesh and skin. So, of course, when Curtis said they're not real, he means they're not genuine. They're not genuine. In this game, it's a quid pro quo type situation in a lot of cases. What can you do for me? It's always what somebody could do for you. That's when Livy said unconditional. That's important. The person that could help you, right? The person that can help you and don't expect anything back, Reese. You know what I mean? The person, I mean, there are times when somebody help you and they let it be clear, straight, yo, this is not a gift. This is a loan. Let's say it's money or something. This is not a gift. This is a loan. You know, you got to respect that. But there are cases where, okay, let me give you a story. A brethren of mine now calling him. He just called me the other day. Man, he was on the phone. We're talking, and then he said to me, "Bye." He had a hard time. He had just moved to the States, and his card. He was using his Nivision card, his Nevis card. So he's from Nevis, and the card wasn't working. He couldn't get any money. He couldn't get no access to money, any money, King. You know what I mean? He couldn't get no access to money. And he was heading out. And before he head out, he see this guy, a friend of his, pushing hand in a pocket, pull out everything he had out of his pocket and shove the money in his hand and tell him, hold this. Now, when I say everything in the pocket, the man pocket empty no. But the man give me last and tell him you can't touch road without no money, King. You got to get money when you go out there. You're in a big place now. You know what I mean? Ain't like you're home and you could call upon somebody and they get to you quicker or anything like that. You know what I mean? And he remembered that. So there's two ways, you know, this is multi-directional, the way how this friendship is working, because he remembered that to this day now. If this man asks him for money, he says sometimes he doesn't tell him, bye no, we good. You check? We good. Because when he was given the money in the first case, it was unconditional. It was a like a real demonstration of love, right? And you got to be able to love your friends and tell your friends you love them too, for real. You know, you got to be able to love your friends, because you're not going to tell me somebody can pass away, you're in bar long water, you can't eat, you know what I mean? You can't sleep, the person that on your mind, and then you really not understand, like, you had loved this person, and in life you never tell this person you love them. That's how we go, you know. But yeah, fake friends, Reese. What you got to say about fake friends?
But no, you don't answer the question. But you asked the
Which
question, you don't
question?
answer the question.
Which one was it?
What about if an enemy of your friend was your enemy?
Okay, well, I had kind of say I agree with Tanya when she had said no, you know, and I also said, but that no could change real quick. The reason why I said no is because it's not an automatic that's my enemy, you know what I mean? But the violation could also let me know this is not a person that is trustworthy. This is not somebody that I want to deal with. You get what I'm saying? Worse if they violate somebody that I really care about in a way. Like the punishment has to fit the crime. Like you say, man better man, right? So if, for instance, I got two brethren, and one of them there with a girl, and because this other dude come and take away human, and it was fear. It was a fear move, you know. It was a choice that the woman decided to make, not based on any lies that this dude come and tell, like saying, you know, the back talking, painting a picture of my friend in a negative light, because I can't have nobody disrespect my friend, you know, where like talking bad about my friend. You see what I'm saying? If somebody talk bad about my friend, I'm supposed to be able to tell them, look, you're going to stop. If you want to have this conversation, let me call my friend so you could lay here what you got to say too. You check? But once it's clean, then yeah, you know, I ain't going to hold no malice against that person. I can tell my friend, bye, man better man, and you just got to move on. But no, if it was a different case, like you said, if the violation is of a certain level, right? Ain't no way me could be friends with nobody who robbed me friend, hold me friend to gunpoint, you know, and that's my friend enemy. There's no way I could do that, you know. If I have a female friend, even a male friend, and they were raped, big up yourself, all that joining in. The conversation is getting real. If I have a female friend, somebody who get raped, and what am I supposed to be, like a friend to the raper now? Like I'm cool with the raper? No, that's my enemy. That's my enemy. A matter of fact, there's some cases where you want to take things in your own hand because that's your friend, is somebody you love. Like I said, friends are the family you get to choose.
See, that's what I said. It's case by case. But
Case by case.
There's certain instances where you got to draft us and you got to pick a side.
Yeah. No. Here's the case. What happens when you have two friends battling at each other? You know what I mean? That'll be the hard one. You got two friends battling at each other. And the saying, all is fear in love and war. And that is the problem. That is one of the main reasons.
No, but again, it depends on the situation.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
it depends on the situation. Yeah. Two man, again, you got two men fight over one woman. Two men in the same crew like the same woman.
Yeah.
One win, one lose. I mean, you can't take it to her. You know what I mean? You might even try to talk to them and reason with them. But then, depending on the level of the violation, you can't go. Like, let's use, I'll give you a good example. We're going to use Johnny and Doug, right? Johnny get married, and Doug is his best friend. Doug is the best man. 2 years later, that Johnny get a child. But as the child started to go, the child started to look like Doug. Come to find the child is Doug child, ain't Johnny child. No, that's a problem. Because you was the best, you was the best man at this man's wedding. 9 out of 10, you probably even the godfather of the child.
No, Doug gotta go. Yeah, Doug can't be nobody's friend. Doug not nobody's friend.
Yeah.
Doug can't be nobody's friend. You can't trust. You see, that's the thing, right? Where the trust is lost. How can I trust Doug after that? You can't trust Doug after that. So you're right. You're definitely right with that one. Yeah, it's wild.
That is true. Dover got the point, dude. The woman got to go to. Can't just get rid of Doug.
Oh, I thought that was a given. I know, man. I know, man. Wow.
Levy said that's not a friend, but unfortunately, I think from time to time we have heard of many situations like this, and it shows that it's more frequent than we think.
More frequent than you think. It is. A story that made me say, "Bye, this man is a real friend." I know, man. He was given a godchild. I mean, I can't know about it, but he was given a godchild. Godchild, I grew up now. Same story, like the godchild start to show certain features. So the test had to run, the DNA test. But yeah, the man find out that he friend child, he friend one. You know what I mean? What would you do in a case like that, Reese?
No.
They say your godchild.
No.
No. Like the friend, like let's say me find out me friend. Let's say you are my child godfather, and then me find out that my child no mine. What would you do in that case?
No, I got to tell you that the child is. If
but
I find out, I got to let you.
No, I find out. I'm the one who
no,
find out. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. No. Me no.
Oh.
No, I know. I do a DNA test. I come and say, "Bye, we smash up, by child mine and so by." You know what I mean? And whatever. Child big enough to understand what's going on. Child mine. Big up yourself, Evan. Child mine, Reese. You're the child godfather. What's your move?
No, no, my move will be determined whatever you decide, huh?
Oh, okay.
Because
Well,
if you decide you're gonna stick around, then if you go through it and you could
y-
stomach it, then me good.
young stomach it. Okay.
Yeah, but
I
once
can.
once you say you're gone, then
You
me gone
gone.
too.
You
Then
gone.
me not got no connection. What?
Yeah, the man say he give back the child, boy. The man say, yeah, boy, he not a child like God parent no more, boy. I nearly killed myself with laugh.
But you know
Like,
what? Me right.
yeah, he gave back. I just never thought of this scenario until he explained it to me. It's like, what do you do? Because you're this person's godchild based on the friendship that you have with the parent, but the parent not the
Mm-hmm.
parent anymore. And yeah, so we have Evan Jeffers watching from the UK. You know, that's dedication. We always have to big up any UK viewer. Of course, you know, the topics tomorrow night. Jelly, you do not want any snack. But you know, it is a conversation that you're gonna have to learn to have with like your kids and stuff, because like I say, friends are so influential in cases, right? And like when you look at situation of like gang violence and stuff, a lot of the times you try to figure out, well, what am I gonna fight for? And you know, it bubble down to them afraid because one of their friend got killed, you know, so the killing just continue. One of their friend, I mean, like the man there because that like, no, this is a serious part. Let me take a break. I'm gonna. I remember when Eric lost his life, bro. You know what I mean? And before that, I had a conversation with Eric, and I said to Eric, what really, what's wrong, bro? Like, why are you guys fighting? You know? And he said to me, hey, it involves a woman. And I said, so all of them will fight against you because of one woman? Like, all of them are friends. Well, so like me and you, like we're friends. I'm not fighting with them against that. So no, do they see me as a enemy? It's the same question that we asked, right? No, me and Erica Lime, Erica the enemy. Do they see me as an enemy? You know, this is how serious this thing could get, eh? Because Eric is no longer with us. Rest his soul. But he ultimately lost his life, bro, because of friendship. Like it was a group of them running him down over friendship. At least that's how he explained it to me. I don't know if there's more to it. Of course, it bubbled over into other things, but it becomes a scenario where it is a tit for tat case and there's no stopping. And it's only because people are taking up battles with their friend rather than tell their friend, like you said, boy, you know what you're doing, stupidness. You know, they're picking up the gun and they're killing off each other, left, right, and center. And then you can't even ask them like, why you and this man a beef? It's
You
just
want
that
you want to
because
know what's the worst part?
well,
I'll tell you what's even the worst part, right? What's even worse than that? Some of these beefs have been so long standing
yeah,
that the current individuals who are in the beefs right now, they don't even know what the beef is about. They just know I don't like that man because that man they from there. But they can't tell you why there's a problem.
yeah,
You know, and that is one of the big issues, you know. And then and you see the topic of fake friends. You coming up now, you're not an older youth. You see these
hmm
youngsters coming up, trying to get on the same road that you're going on. Do you stop them? Would you tell them, hey, don't follow me doing this? Would that make you a real friend? Or do you encourage them to follow your footsteps?
watch boys in the hood.
Because I always say to cut it out.
No, it wasn't biased. You watch Menace to Society? You've watched Menace to Society
Yeah,
before? There was one character
yeah.
in there, and when they were doing the introductions of the character, they were like, "Man, this dude was just an OG. He just he like he was out the game now, but he just got to the point where he just like to see the little ones do dirt. You know what I mean? You just got people
Awesome.
like that. You just got people out there who like to see, and then there's some people that grow up or grow out of that, and what they ask for is, you know, everyone to pull. Oh, big up Chev. Chev said good night. You're never late. It's always a rewind and start over. But um, there's some people that grow up and they want to see people do better. You know, they want to see people do better. But anyway, you know, we gotta look out for fake friends as everybody who is hearing my voice right now. Probably you're going to encounter a fake friend in your life. Somebody who don't really mean the best for you, but they stay close to you. Somebody who would there's people out there who would play the long game. Like you wouldn't even know the extent to which people would actually go out to ensure that if you make it in life and you end up successful, they could benefit from it. But if they see an opportunity or push you in the grave, they're gonna do it. There's people like that. That's the crazy part about life. That's the crazy part about life. There's people like that. You know, they want to stay close to you because they want to see what they could achieve with you or achieve or get from you. But if they get the chance to really destroy you, they're going to destroy you. And then the other type of people you got to look out for is the person that cannot be happy that you are doing better than them. If you have a friend in your life right now and that friend is in a competition with you, everything you do, every single thing you do, that person is in a competition with you. Like you buy a new car, they want to go buy a new car. You do this, they want to do that. You got to start
But
looking.
but there's difference. There's healthy competition
Yeah.
and there's toxic competition.
Okay.
Because there's competition where, I mean, somebody you might say, "By we should buy a house." But you know what? Yeah, I like that move. I think I am trying to go for a house.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's different when we competing and we can help each other out. When we competing and you just try to put me down. Whereas we competing and we building each other.
Mm-hmm.
So there's healthy competition and there's toxic competition. I think the toxic competition is the problem. You know?
Yeah.
Because I think we could
go
compete and
ahead.
celebrate each other. We could compete and celebrate each other victories. But then
Correct.
if you get a victory and I can't take congratulations, then that's the problem.
Yeah. Correct.
You know?
That's
And I
what I
think
mean.
that's
That's what I
one
mean.
of the
That's
major
what I mean.
issues.
Yeah. And thanks for clearing that up. You know, thank you for really clearing that up. In the sense that if you build a house, you're supposed to influence your friends to make the same type of move. You know what I mean? But you can't be vexed when I build a house and the house bigger than yours. So now all of a sudden you want to sell the house what you got, and you just buy your house and you want a bigger house. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. And I
That's
cannot.
toxic.
Yeah, and I cannot go put myself in debt just because I got to buy a house bigger than Reese. Buy me go get something bigger than Reese. What? Reese a drive this? Buy no, me go come up with something better. You know, that is the toxic competition. That Reese. That is the kind of friends that you gotta be careful with. Right? Friends are supposed to be like the word that unconditionally happy for you no matter what happens. No matter what you you do in life. But then again, you shouldn't have a friend doing a million times better than you and they've never tried to help you. They've never tried to help you do better in your life. How can I have a friend? I'm going to quote J. Cole a little bit. What is flying first class if my friends can't fly too? You know what I mean? How am I building an empire and I am not trying to involve you in this empire that I'm building? You know, the empire. If you got people that are close with you, you know, what do you want to be? The bank for them? You want to be the person that everybody come and beg you money, or you just want to be able to help people, like help them get get themselves together. There's some people who would make sure they keep you down because they want you to remain dependent on them. They're not your friends.
That's a fact.
They're not your friends. That's a fake friend. You know what I mean? Big up Kejel, big up Gigi. Is it toxic to outwork your friends? No, okay. I don't know why I say workout. Maybe because I know Kejel a workout. No, it is not toxic to outwork your friends. It's not toxic to outwork your friends. You know what I mean? Definitely not. But if your intention is just because by I see Reese just buy a pair of shades, buy what brand name there? I gotta buy something better than Reese. You know, if that's your intentions, why you gotta outwork your friend, then it's not really coming from a genuine place. If it's just in you to work hard, Kejel, you work hard. And if you got a friend that see you work hard, and because they see you work hard, it motivates them to work hard, they work hard. And wherever you guys land, you guys like bread and drink together and everything. It's just love. It's no competition. Like, yo, Reese, guess what? I just buy $1 million property. Yeah, man, that's great. Happy for you, bro. I'm looking at one myself, you know. Oh yeah, from where? Man, you know, it's like over there. It's just like 2 million. Like, yo, dang, 2 million? That's good, bro. We gotta eat. You gotta eat. You know what I mean? That type of way. That's the kind of friendship you want. Not just
Hey,
not
Gigi on point right now, right?
mhm.
She said one thing we black people lack is trust. We don't trust each other, and it goes back to slavery. I believe that's what she believes. We don't even
Mhm.
support each other's businesses. We rather go support Chinese instead of helping up our own. By she kind of right,
Yeah.
and that again is a part of friendship too, right?
Mhm.
You have a friend, and your friend decides to start whatever business it is. Support your friend.
Support
You
your
know what I
friend.
mean? Your friend start a clothing brand, buy 2 t-shirt. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Your friend start a taxi service. And you got to add or something on social media, share the ad. You know what I mean? Do whatever you
Mhm.
could to help
Mhm.
your friend.
Mhm. Surely.
Don't look at it as how that to compete.
And nobody go look at the
You know.
friend discount too. The friend discount can come later.
Uh,
If your friend decide, yo, me and your brethren, see a little thing off, that's it. But if you go in and support them, just support
yeah,
them. Just
your
support
friend
them.
set up a little restaurant. Go buy a couple plate of food. Carry a couple
Yeah.
people with you to go buy some food. You know what I mean? Don't go out there and say, right, I mean, partner, me go see if we can get a free plate of food. No.
Free plate of
You know
food.
what I mean? You see the man working to get whatever after go. Know me one of the reasons why the business can't even take off. You know
Right?
what I mean? You go there and support.
Right. And you know, a man would follow with you, and then you quickly to find out who your friends are. You know, they
Yeah,
will follow with you
Man gonna tell you, man, the
because
time any man cool, the man can't give me $5 off.
yeah, yeah,
You know.
yeah, yeah. Wild, bro.
So
You're supposed to want to give your friend your money, you know, because you feel like the money's staying in the circle. The money's staying in the circle, you know. Just support
so
it.
that
If you're coming to me
yeah man.
because you know you're getting a discount, don't come. Big up yourself, Doval.
I agree.
Ain't
I
about no
agree.
discount.
At the end of the day, bills have to pay, And as a
Yeah.
business owner, you incur a lot of financial hardship just to get your business off the ground. So
Mm.
you know what I mean. But friends should support friends and stuff like that.
Yeah, I like that example. Big up yourself, GG. That's a good example. That's a
Yeah man.
real that's a
Yeah
real
man,
one.
that's solid. GG big up.
Mm. Yeah, the friend thing is very delicate and it should be appreciated as well, eh? Especially when you could find a real one. You know, when you find a real one, don't be afraid to tell your real ones, yo, you're a real one. You know what I mean? And I love and I appreciate you. Because out there, there's just so many fake ones that you just like. They're just like you say, Reese. There's people that you're gonna meet in life. You're gonna be close with them. They're gonna feel like, yo, these gonna be my brothers for life. This is gonna be somebody for life, and they're actually just the wind. They're like a hurricane, They come in and then they just disappear, And then the other thing now, do not be upset with your friend because you feel like your friend don't reach out to you. No, it's a different case when you always got to be reaching out to that friend. Right? But if it's a case where neither you, like, why me not text you because, he not text me. Like, that's childish, But if you feel like this is how I would address this. I would be real. If you feel like there's someone that you consider a friend, right? And you say, yo, this person don't message me unless me message them. This person don't say nothing to me. They don't want, if you really feel like they're your friend, you're supposed to be able to have that conversation with them. At least tell them, yo, what really going on? Because when I check the facts, it's like, I feel as if you don't look out for me. You don't check for me. You know what I mean? You don't check for me. Now hear this, Reese. You remember the example you use? A youth man I met you used to work with. And so I thought, me and he been cool and so. So, he moved from here to like some state. He, and I see him post something like he back. So I just messaged him and like, yo, you're in Orlando? Bye, man, tell me bye. Don't ask, like that. And then I'm like, what? What this man I talk about? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, okay. I said, what you mean? He said, just what I'm saying. He said, he no want no disrespect, but he ain't want nobody be checking up on him and then kind of thing. And like, and that's fine if he said that. But the part that resonated is when he said, I don't be checking in on you. And then I said, oh, okay. I understand your energy now. I know that I understand your energy. Yeah, I just don't say nothing else. Because it's one thing if he said, but he ain't want me to, he don't want nobody check. Because sometimes you got to learn when to give people space. Right? But it's when he really point to it, but he don't check on me. So then he pointed to it, meaning, but I may really hold you to no high regards. You ain't really no friend of mine, check. So, it's like, whatever. If I message you right now and you give me a vibe like that, but you ain't mentioned the last part, then I can be worried about you, Reese.
No, well, you see, you see again, we have to understand people, and I think one of the things we have to do is learn people, right?
Mhm.
You have individuals who disconnect. Individuals who disconnect. Sometimes they want to disappear for 2-3 months, just disconnect, and to say they're upset with nobody or nothing. They just focus on what they're doing. You know what I mean? So I think one of the things you have to do is learn people, because from time to time I do it too. From time to time I don't go silent. No, me ain't silent for 2-3 months, and then I go silent for about a week and thing. But it's just different. We have various group chat that we in, so jump in the group chat from time to time. But, I mean, some people we just alone people, man.
Yeah, and like I said, that's what I'm saying. Like I was totally fine when he said whatever, but even they catch me off guard, it was like, cool, that's what you want. But it's when he really pointed to it, but yeah, I don't be checking for you like that. So I was like, oh yeah, you're right. Like you say, you don't be silent from time to time. It's been a while. I haven't seen you send a message in any of the group chats, them, and
What do you mean? I talked to them too.
Yeah, today.
The man called me yesterday.
In a long time, exactly. When you realize, normally you call out this man and be like, "What going on with you? You good? Everything all right with you?"
Try to tell me that I am the epicenter of losing. No. I don't. You know,
yeah, but still,
disrespectful.
you, if 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 it goes a long enough time, I ain't hear from you. I checking on you. Right?
Yeah,
Is a wellness check.
yeah,
Just to
but you
say what
see,
going
again,
on.
yeah, but again, that's different there because you know me,
Mhm.
you know. So I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
that's
Gigi,
what we need
no,
to do.
no.
Something.
Gigi,
We need
me,
to just
yeah,
learn people.
yeah, yeah, Gigi, me,
It may hurt.
yeah, never
It
check
may
for that
hurt,
person
but I
again.
will never
Ever.
check him on again.
Never. That person, that person is now locked off. That person, is now 100% locked off. It's all right. Really hot. It was confusing. Like, okay, but it's like whatever. You know what I mean? Ain't like a big deal. Ain't like a big deal. You'll check after I check the facts.
Yeah,
Conversation over here much better than patches. Patches on tonight. We got patches, I guess.
I mean,
Patches labor, family patches.
touching
But
your uncle, boy.
my cousin.
Oh, I know.
Like, you remember when I spoke about there's people in life that you related to. Like, I've never had a conversation with patches, but I recognize that he is my family by blood. He's my relative. You know what I mean? But for those who joined a little later, one of the questions that we asked earlier was, what is your definition of a friend? I would like to hear from like Jetty, who just come in for sure. Jetty has gone through some things in life. He talked about the women in his life that bite him. I don't know why Jetty always
Yeah,
get
no,
bite.
you
Somebody
see
make
that
a
in a
call
way?
in the hot topics group.
Yeah,
It's a mistake.
yeah.
Somebody
So
can answer. I hope they're not in the shower and the water splash on the camera. that happened. Big up Gavin, straight. Boss, know where you stand with people. When you know where you stand, know how to deal with the situation. Know your place. You have to know your place. But sometimes it's when you eh, when your place when you get put in your place and you catch you off guard is the thing. You know what I mean? Um, like Reese was saying earlier that if you got a friend and your friend disagree with something, do that friend handle you in private or do that friend handle you in public? It all depends on how that friend react. How that friend react. Anything is possible. Like
anything possible.
anything is possible after that. It's like anything is possible, but um, you have to be able to count on people, right? we don't even our friends should understand your situation and want to help. Like, I understand you're going through this. I see I could help in this way. It might be small. But I could help in this way. I want to help. You see what
You see what Gigi just comment?
no.
You should be able to correct a friend without them getting offended. That's how you know who my real friends are. They can correct me and vice versa.
Yeah.
I I agree.
Hmm.
I agree.
Well, well, I I
But it's
mean,
level to the correction, eh?
I mean, like, if you correct them, it's not a fire, Jaleel. Okay, it's a fire.
Like
Yeah, the offended part, they might be offended, but it's how they react to it. It's more like if they hold something against you, like they want to like it's a big thing now. It's like confusion now. But people just feel offended for different reasons, and that's a fact. You know, they have to understand that where you're coming from is a healthy place, right? And the other thing is we got to learn how to tell our friends about certain like situations. You can't just go like run up in there and be like blah 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 blah. You know, you have to learn how to analyze the situation, ease into the conversation if you have to. You have to understand the friend. You know, you can't
Here's a
you
question.
can't. Huh?
Here's a question I got for you. I just think
Okay.
about this.
Okay.
You got your friend, right?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, your friend do something that kind of mess with you a little bit. You go to your friend and you start to explain the situation to your friend. You know, you explain, you know, the impact of the thing that had on your wages. And while doing that, you still say, but hold on. And then your friend turn it back and you say, you remember when you do this?
Oh no
This
no
to
no
this,
no
this,
no
this,
no.
this, this, and this to this to me.
Lad.
What then is the reaction?
Let's be real.
Because
right?
that happens to
That
people
happened.
who hold on to things. People who hold
You
on to
know
things
that
until
but Reese, you know that happening in relationships. I feel like the most prominent place that would happen is in a relationship, right? But my thing always is, I would say, well, I am addressing it now. You should have addressed it then. Bring it to my attention. You know, don't wait to throw it in my face. Like you want to use it as ammunition. Let me put this in my back pocket so I could hold this, so I could throw this in your face. Address it at the point in time when there's a problem, right? Address it. I mean, that's just the way how I deal with life. I try to address things, like even at work. Like at work, I had to ask a guy like, "Yo, why you coming at me like that? I don't deal with you, so." You see what I'm saying? But that's because I felt like I need to address that and make sure I have that conversation. Say, I don't deal with your son. He was like, you know what, you're right. I'm sorry, I apologize. And I'm like, yeah, and everything good again. You know what I'm saying? So this whole let me put this one in my back pocket. You do me something foul, I'm gonna put it in my back pocket because it's gonna come back. In life, you're gonna be able look, in life you have, like I said earlier, Reese, you have to be able to test your friendship. So in life, you have to be able to test your friendship, and you're gonna have falling outs with your friends. Now that friend that decide they want to throw that in my face once maybe twice, but if it's a constant thing, then that means a friend ain't even looking out for my best interest, because that friend see me doing things that could jeopardize our friendship. One, that might be something that see me like I do something wrong, they don't really care about my well-being. Two, you know, there's a strikeout number for that type of behavior for me. But what about you?
It depends. It depends. Because you know what? We as humans, we do things, right? And we will do things that will be real hurtful to people. And some people just don't communicate certain things well. Right? And then sometimes when the person say, well, now we talking, let me talk about this. And the moment they say, you do, this is what happened, that bothered me, you may sit back and say, shit, I didn't even realize I do that. You might say, yo, I really didn't even mean to, you know what I mean? So it depends on what the person say. Because sometimes you may give me something as simple as cracking a joke. Maybe just talking stupid as cracking a joke, and you may have said something that really offended the person. And then when you look back, you said, damn, I could see how this would offend this person.
Yeah.
I think it's always case by case. But situations where people do stuff like that.
When that person clap back and say, but why you talk about by that and the same thing? You talk stupidness. That's the problem.
No.
You have to understand, people get offended for different things. One of my like the other day, I reached out to one of my cousins and I said to them, like, something had happened, and I was like, what happened? And they explained the situation. So then they had to do something, and I was like, well, I just want to bring this up. No, just like you say, it ain't nothing. What they did it wasn't involving me, but it's something that I was waiting for the right moment to bring it up and say, well, look at this. And they asked me like plain and straight, like, why didn't I say something? I said, well, I saying it no. You know what I mean? I needed to think about it, right? It wasn't I needed to think about it. I needed to make sure all the emotions are in control, because one thing you don't want to do, right, is really got people when you're vexed, because you're gonna say things, especially if it's your friend and they got things that that like could hurt them. People could say things when they're upset that they don't have any control over.
That's a fact.
Over, right? When you're angry, you're not the same person. Cool out a little bit, give yourself some time. But then there's some people that want you attacking full thing. Hold on. Linda Clark said the way they answer you, they're not real friends. You can tell by insulting you in a smart way. Time to get rid of them. They are fake, not true friends. Yeah. Is a fire jar? Oh. But hold on, if the house on fire, where's your clothes? Anyway, back to regular programming. This child just passed me in full pajamas, Reese. Diaper, pajamas, and everything. As siren went off outside, he decided the house on fire. He ran in the bedroom, take off all his clothes. And now he gone downstairs. I have to have a discussion with him. Gigi said, Aaron, now if you're out in public and something happens to you, God forbid, that person would never help you up because of what he was holding inside against you, just by his response. Yeah. And sometimes people go through things too, so it's always good to sometimes reach out and just test the waters, test the waters. I'm a person that don't really hold malice. You have to do something unspeakable to me for me to really hold that against you. I feel like hatred is something that can consume us from the inside and make us sick. Hatred also have the power to make others sick. I just have that type of belief in energy. I just don't like hatred. So a lot of the times, if the altercation between me and somebody is not that serious, but enough that we took some time off and I come back, I tend to forget, right? I tend to forget. But if it's serious enough, I'm not going to forget. I am not going to forget if it's serious enough. You know what I mean? I tend to let things go. But that don't mean I can reach out to you. I know me and this person ain't talking. I don't mean me can reach out to you. No, it don't mean I can reach out to you. If the conversation happen naturally again, you know what I mean? Then it's thing. But I would also say
everybody
yeah.
different, but you're right.
Yeah. Everybody handle things differently. But this is why we're having this conversation, right? Because we want to learn about different ways that people, and we're rounding up.
You see what Gigi said?
Yeah.
Gigi said, cut them off. Not worth it to stress, just move on.
Move on.
Gigi, I with you.
Okay. Hold on. You know hear what Jetty said? Jetty said, if you are cheating, don't let your friends know. A true friend no want to be involved in that there. We should pause a little bit too long on that one.
What did you thought what it was?
The man said, if you're cheating, do not let your friends know, because a real friend wouldn't want to see you be a dishonest person.
I don't cheat, so I don't understand what you're talking about.
That's what that. Okay. Well, he never said that he wasn't directing it to you. I don't understand.
With that being said, I don't know nobody that cheat either. So
yeah.
I guess it's just a little different around my circle. I don't know.
Well,
nobody wrong with that cheat.
Jetty always got some kind of biting story, eh? One day we go bring Jetty on the show and have a discussion about how he get over them bites that he get over. Because the man is a strong man and he's he could teach a lot of the young men them how to move on and live life. Trust me. Trust me. He could
Boy,
teach a lot
boy,
of people.
boy, JT strong enough.
He's strong. He's
Boy,
strong.
JT
He's strong. I
strong.
gotta shout out Jetty. Have to
JT
shout
strong.
him out. I just want
Yeah.
to know I Nevis and Jetty Nevis. I want to see Jetty and I want to say Jetty. Let me have a drink. let's
No,
have
you
a
know,
discussion.
I will not drink with JT.
Why not?
Whatever JT drinks strong. Yeah.
Jetty. No man. But yeah,
I tell you. Yeah,
yeah,
but what Gigi said, I agree with Gigi. Cut them off. Me don't do that the fastest. Me don't turn into alkaline. Instant black and delete.
I don't know. You just got some people you don't really cut off. Like, dude, you know, that was cut off, you know. But you just got some people you just like me ain't just cut you off, Reese. Me and you got history. If me and you get into something, and you know, like I said, your friendship, you can be tested. It's gonna be tested sometimes. Your friendship can be tested, you know.
As it
You
should
hope
be.
it's not tested often. But me and you can disagree on things, you know what I mean? You got
But
friends.
disagreements in testing a friendship, you know, everybody human.
Boy, Reese,
But no,
politics, you know. Politics does
I'm
be
gonna,
a real difference, you know.
I'm gonna show you something, and we afraid to say it, and in the society that we live in, we afraid to say it. Anybody that follow over politics is fake friend.
By Reese, I can tell you
Anybody that
something.
follow over politics is fake friend.
By Reese, maybe Nevis, because the politics in Nevis is all the same. But in America, politics is has a lot to do with ideologies, and sometimes people align the way that you think are the human being that you are by the party that you support. So they might feel like, okay, but if you could support this ideology, let's say for instance, if you could support Hitler Nazi party, then can I really be your friend?
No, hold on. All right, you pushing the extreme now. That's like
No, okay.
right? No, because we don't gonna go to the hatred side of it because the Hitler side. That's like telling me.
Okay. Let me tone it down. Okay, let me tone it down. Democrats and Republicans, conservatives versus liberals, right? Something as simple as a disagreement on birth control, abortion, or gun rights. You know what I mean? Gun rights. Those kind of things people really do follow because they feel so strongly about these topics, and they feel like, well, if this person is not aligned with my ideology, then we can't be friends. If this person is saying it is okay for somebody to say, no, you can't have an abortion and put the woman's life at risk, if this person is saying it's not okay and you should have abortion, but I believe, like, you know, in religion, whatever it may be, my religious belief or whatever it is, that is wrong, and I cannot agree with that. Then this is what I'm talking about. You start to realize you and that person are not in sync and don't have the same ideologies. In St. Kitts and Nevis, it's a little different when it comes to CCM and NRP, because St. Kitts and Nevis, the party politics, it's they don't really define ideologies. You know what I mean? It's whoever come in, they go and they build projects, they do whatever. They're not coming in and they're not changing any policy that change the landscape of the social realm, right? If you had a party that come in and decide, oh yeah, we are going to start to well, abortion is illegal in St. Kitts and Nevis, but you have to have those kind of conversations. Then you might start to see these kind of conversations. So in politics could really draw a difference in people. Politics could really bring out a difference in people. You see what I'm saying?
You want to tackle the one, the boy?
Which one?
The one that over the shop, the boy. the long one, is it? I mean,
check this. That
one there. That one is tough. I got to answer for you, Doval. But before I get your answer, I got a question for you. What
Doval.
was the question I got for Doval? What was the friendship between Red Out and your first wife? Because if it's something like your first wife is Red Out cousin, or your first wife and Red Out go up together, then it may be a little different. So that's what I want to know first, the extent of the friendship or relationship between them, so I could get a clear picture.
What I would say to Doval in this case, right, is if you could understand, if he gave you a reason, actually, you know what? Did he give you a reason why he refused? And Reese have a question for you. But did he give you a reason why he refused?
Well, when he gave the reason, he said because he was the best man at his first marriage, and for him to do it, it shows that he agreed what he did.
Oh, okay.
So he gave his reason.
Oh, okay. I read that wrong. So he's saying that he turned it down because he was the best man in the first marriage.
But okay, all he said was he wasn't comfortable. I think that should have been a conversation that y'all should have had, because it may be a reason why he's not comfortable. Like you said, he was a part of your first marriage, your first wedding. So that may be what it is. But I think more dialogue, and there's probably things that Doval ain't telling us. Probably a conversation that I had or whatever it is. But the fact that he was able to at least tell you that he wasn't comfortable, because it's hard for other people to say they're uncomfortable doing a lot of things. A lot of times we as humans, we don't jump into things knowing that we ain't comfortable doing it, that we don't even want to do it. Jump into things just to maintain peace. So the fact that he was, and I think the fact that he was able to tell you that he's not comfortable, and he explained to you that, hey, you know, he was a part of your first marriage and ABC, I think you could respect it.
Yeah, I think it's valid. I think it's valid that he did. I really do think it's valid.
What I also do respect though between Doval and him, because if you notice, Doval has said multiple times that's his buy for life. So clearly that did not change the dynamic of the friendship. So you got to big them up on that as well, being able to maintain the friendship, even though they didn't align on that decision.
Okay. I mean, is he correct, Doval? Yeah, I was mad for 5 minutes. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's. I think it was valid. I do understand how it would hurt though, but I kind of understand some people stand on certain principles that they just don't move. Maybe he just didn't like what took place. It's like what Jetty just said. You know what I mean? It's what Jetty just said a minute ago. What Jetty said, if you got a friend, and Doval, I am not saying you were cheating. I'm not saying you were cheating. But if you had a friend and your friend a cheat, don't say nothing, because they're not going to want to see you do that kind of things there. And maybe he just didn't want to see you be that person. Maybe he didn't want to see like he co-signed and whatever took place. And but he was upfront with you and he let you know. He didn't. He was upfront with you and he let you know. They grew up so quickly, King. It's like so fast. But yeah, thanks for sharing that, Doval. That's a very intimate moment. You know, we appreciate you. Big up Doval. I always respect Doval. I would never lose respect for Doval. Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, man. So
Um, but Reese, I don't know if you have anything else for the audience.
no,
I'm
I think
ready to shut it down.
we're at the end of the show.
Yeah,
But just keep in mind, there are levels to friendship,
yeah,
and the friend you may call when you have financial problem may not be the friend you can call when you want to go party on the weekend.
mm.
So just know who is who. I would say they fall on, and you go forward from there.
But Reese, let me ask you something before you go then. If you got a friend and the only thing you could call them upon is to party, that's a friend?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
No, because you have to understand it's an aspect of life,
Mm.
It's a part of life. You got some. As humans, we need the opportunity to release.
But is it
And
really a
some
friend or is
people,
it an acquaintance? But like you
no,
said, you're right, because it depends how hard your party, eh? Because if
yes,
your party really hard and you might need some care after the party, then that's your
yeah.
friend. Mhm.
So that's what it is.
For me, I've said it. If you missed it, you could watch from the beginning. But for me, a friend is just someone I have to be able to trust you. And I like we said, there's levels to it. So I may not have the same discussion that I have with you that I have with another friend. So, don't feel no way. Don't feel no way if you find out that, I tell this other friend about something and this friend, friends do talk to her. So don't feel like everybody that you tell something that they can really hold it in confidence. Sometimes you have
Era,
to
you
be
see,
clear. Huh?
one of the era, you just said something. You see where you just say friends who talk?
Yeah.
This is the truth, people. This is what I want y'all to know about friendship. If your friend stop talking to you, your friend talking about you. That's my wise words, lawyer.
That's what, I don't think I can say anything else after that one, Jen. But anyway, big up yourself. It's been real. Join us tomorrow night for the topics, and next week again for another discussion. And should DNA test be mandatory? Big up yourself.
We on the corner, man. We on the corner, man. We on the corner, man. With that real talk. We on the corner, man. With that real talk, real talk, real talk, real talk.
Lotus blossom, don't cry. Without any sun. Lotus blossom, don't cry. Without any sun. Lotus blossom, don't cry. Without any sun. Lotus blossom, don't cry.
Real talk, real talk, real talk.